Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Martyna, and after another not planned short break where I had to take care of my health some more, I am back, and in today's video we will be working some more on our Trash to Treasure project. We are making a junk journal. In case you don't remember, we've started it last week, I believe, and today we will do some more work on it, and we will be using these random things from packaging that we have, and I'm sure you guys, if you don't have the same things, you have a lot of others that you can use, so that's super exciting. I can't wait to start working with it. Just a couple of little announcements. I would love to offer you guys a freebie. So I put together this sheet of butterflies, and I am so proud of myself. You know, I have a little bit of a butterfly fear, but I love them. I love the colors. I think it's partly because I don't see butterflies like this where I live, so they don't look real to me, but they are so pretty. I think I made them different pastel colors to go with the kit, with the Blissful Birds kit that we are working with, but you can use it for any project. So to access this sheet, check the link in the description box. The description box is under the video, so you click on the title and the whole description section expands, and you will find a link, and you will just need to download the file to your computer, and then you can print it. I would just ask you not to use it in a digital format, but you can use it in any physical project for sale or for personal use, and I think we will work with these a little bit today. And the other little announcement is that just to say thank you for all your wonderful support. I have all of my kits in my Etsy shop on sale, all of them for the I think I set it for 3 days, so it starts now when you see this video on Monday, and then it will end on Wednesday, so you can check out all of the kits. And yeah, thank you so much again for all your support. So now let me just show you as a quick reminder what we did before I took the break from filming. So we made the cover, and the cover is made with Amazon envelope and with my Blissful Birds kit that you can see in my Etsy shop, and the link is also in the description box under the video. There is some lace that we added to decorate the spine and to reinforce it, and then on the front we have this window and an image underneath. We've used some gorgeous pastel faux feathers, fussy cut this image from one of the pages, and there is a little bit of this gold leaf trim that you all know I love, and just some bits and pieces, some sequins and faux pearls and stuff like that. So I really like how this turned out. And then when we open this up, we still haven't decorated the back cover, but on the front cover inside we have this little flip that we made from Merci chocolate box. So this is just a decorated front with some postage stamps, some fussy cut flowers and my paper in the background. And then when we open this up, we have this long skinny pocket with a skinny tag that comes from the kit, with some sari silk, with some more feathers and gold leaf trim, and then it flips again and we have journaling space. And this again is from the Blissful Birds kit, one of the journaling pages, and here is the end page also from the kit. Well, this is what I'm using to make this project. So okay guys, so today I thought, because I feel a bit rusty on crafting and on making videos and on talking, I guess, I just thought I want to do something simple, and I want to make some ephemera for this journal. So we will still be working on the back cover, on the pages and all that. We will do it together, but today I thought we could use some of these random pieces that we have. So I have some packaging from some ephemera pieces from like adhesive stones and stuff like that. I have those flaps that we cut from the Merci box when we made our inside cover fold out, and this is the piece that was cut from the Amazon envelope when we made our window. So yeah, just nice pieces to reuse, to recycle, upcycle, and we are going to use them today. So without further ado, I think I want to go with these two first, and I was thinking of making them into tags, and then this one would be like a pocket tag, like a tag with a pocket, and then this tag would go here into the pocket, and this could be like a floating pocket. I think I'm going to just paper clip it to one of the pages in the journal when we have the pages, but it could also be, you know, glued to the page, so however you choose to do it. So first, I think let me make this as a tag. So I'm just going to cut those corners here, and I'm cutting one and then using it as a sort of template for all of the rest of the corners, and I'm doing the same thing here on this one. Oops, just using the same one, and then we will collage it, decorate it, and this one will be made into a pocket. It's very simple but very pleasant, just something I really love to do. Okay, so what I have here on the side is I have some pages from the kit. I have some scraps of papers, different papers, book pages, digital pages. I have my little paper protector where I also have just a plethora of scraps, and I also have my fussy cut elements here on the side, and some labels and some embellishments. I have a lot. But let's start maybe with, what do I want to start with? Maybe with the pocket. So I think I am going to maybe use one of the pages. Maybe this. Oh, but this would look nice, I think, on the tag. I would love this flower kind of here. So I think that's what I'm going to do. So I am going to just glue it straight here. Let me look for my wet glue. And the one way I'm going to do it is I'm just going to glue it straight onto this page, and this one I think I may actually stitch around, so I won't be like, I'm not too worried about gluing the edges perfectly. And we will lose this. You could keep it, of course, if you would like, but I think I just will make my own hole with maybe an eyelet. Okay, just let me check. It's sort of here in the middle, and then of course we will use the other part. Now let me cut it. Oh, and I had one lady ask me in the comments, and I haven't replied to the comments in so long. I'm sorry guys, I was just so I wasn't well, so I'm very excited to go back on this. So basically the whole, like, the scissors have 10 1/4 inches, and the, like, this part only, it's 5 inches. So she asked me how big these scissors were, and I really like using them because it's just so fast to cut with such big scissors. Okay, so I'm just going to go around here. And we will cover the back, of course, with something, maybe with just some tea stained paper or some other paper that would give some more journaling space. Okay, I really like it. And now I also have this, these are scraps from Lorna's papers, so tailor-made journals, and I think I want to use those as well. So I am just going to maybe ink around a little bit. And the link to Lorna's shop is pretty much always in the description box, because I try to link all the shops of the digital creators that I use in my description box in a given project. And you guys know that I basically use Lorna's stuff all the time. So let's add it here maybe. So it's such a handy thing to have scraps on hand, you know, that you can just glue and you don't have to like tear too much. Maybe this little one here, this is from a vintage French book. And I'm thinking some music paper as well. And I'm gluing this on purpose upside down just to add some more interest. So how are you guys? I hope you're okay. I feel strange not having, you know, talked to you in a while. I really enjoy it. I really enjoy it. It feels like crafting with friends, and so many of you tell me in the comments that you feel the same way, that sometimes, you know, when you watch my videos and we craft together, it just feels like sitting down with a friend and crafting, and that's exactly how I feel about making those videos. So I missed it terribly. I really did, and I'm so happy I'm back. I spent the weekend at home with my mom and my sister, just kind of recovering, I guess. And every time I go home, it's like a reset button for me. I am always very refreshed, inspired. I love being at home, and at the same time I can hardly wait, you know, to be back at my studio and to craft. So yeah, so it did the same thing for me. And yeah, so I definitely did not start 2021 as strong as I would like to with those health troubles, but I'm optimistic, you know. I feel this is going to be a good year. Well, I hope it's going to be a good year. And yeah, I guess I need to just take better care of myself, which is one of my most important goals this year. So I'm going to be focusing on that. And I think I'm going to add this little piece here. Okay. So how have you been in this past week? I hope you are well. I hope you are healthy. I hope you are okay, you and your loved ones. Okay, I think I like it this way. And I do want to add maybe, oh, I have this piece of lace. How about I add it somewhere kind of as a background? So this is the piece of lace that we've used for the spine, and I just feel it would look so nice here. As part of the background, we are going to add some focal points, some flower or birds or something like this, but this is just a different texture and some more interest, so I love it. And how about maybe some labels from Tracy Fox, of course, and again, because I use her digitals in pretty much all of my videos, her shop, Love Junk Journals, is pretty much always linked in my description box, just in case you are wondering where I got these from. And she has so many more. Oops, my glue is trying to escape. That's my problem with this magic glue. It likes to misbehave a lot. Okay. Maybe here. So we are just building the background, we are just building some layers, and I like how this part is pretty much undecorated, other than, you know, the lace, and it's kind of like this negative space, so it's not too busy and your eyes have kind of a place to rest for a bit. Okay, how about now we look at my fussy cut elements and try to see if we have maybe a focal point. I do want to use some of the butterflies from the freebie, but why don't we use a flower with them as well? So this kit, the Blissful Birds kit, is full of not just birds, but also, oh, this is pretty, but also butterflies and flowers. So everything will, I believe, work together really nice. This is pretty, but maybe just a tad bit too delicate. I don't know which one I prefer. Maybe this one actually, because we have some purple or some of this periwinkle color in the background. So okay, let me just go with this one. Oh, and do I have any more of these Tim Holtz wildflowers? I need to cut some more. These are die cuts from, or dies from Tim Holtz, and I used them on some craft paper. Craft cardstock, that is, and I really love adding them in the background, sort of. They add nice color, nice texture, nice decoration, and just a nice layer, another layer, you know, to the project. And I know you've seen me using them in some of the previous videos already, because, yeah, ever since I cut them, I've loved using them. Okay. Maybe like this. So, do you know how your week is going to look like? Do you have a lot of plans, a lot of work, or maybe it will be a more chill one? How is it for you? For me, it's going to be a very busy week. I have a lot of creative projects that I want to finish this week, so I would love to finish this journal, but I also want to finish the 4 journals that we've made some fabulous flips for, and I will be filming some more videos from this series, and you will probably watch them or see them here on my channel next week. So yes, I would love to finish those journals in January and list them in my shop. So that's my plan for this week, and I mean, this is the pleasant part, this is the fun part. The not so fun part is that I have 3 corporate days this week. You guys may know that I work part-time in a corporate job, so it's usually 2 or 3 days per week, and this week is unfortunately 3, which, you know, it's a busy week, so I'd prefer to have 2. But I'm going to try to do it. I am going to try to do it, and we will see how I go. Okay, so now I'm thinking I want some of the butterflies. And which one? I'm thinking this, because the color matches. Yeah, and maybe this one. Or do I want it smaller? Or this bigger one, maybe? And one more I'm thinking, so how about I go for maybe this small one, because it has more like a neutral color, so we won't be adding yet another color to our collage. These are so handy. I love having like a lot of like elements to fussy cut at hand, and butterflies are really such a nice addition, I love it when people use butterflies, and that's why I wanted to make this butterfly sheet for all of us to use, and they're so nice and colorful. Okay, so I'm going to sacrifice the antenna of these butterflies because they are very thin, and sometimes I fussy cut with like a white border around my images, but this time I don't want to do it. I don't want to have a white border if I can avoid it, so that's why I think I'm going to just sacrifice this antenna and cut them out. Okay, so we have this one, then this one. So, do I have any updates for you guys? I don't think so. Here in Poland, not much is changing. We are still pretty much in lockdown. We can go outside, but still every non-essential place is closed down. And to be honest with you, last year, I don't know, I took it better. I got myself busy. There was a lot of change in my life despite the pandemic, and I moved in with my boyfriend. I did a lot of work on my creative business, and there was just a lot going on. So I think I was able to push the thought of, you know, of the fact that we have to stay home all the time kind of back to my mind, you know, to the back of my mind. But I don't know, this year I'm kind of having a hard time. I want to go out, and I want to be able to do things, and I'm sure I'm not the only one who's just so tired of sitting at home. And you know, I'm not a super extrovert person, so I can't imagine for people who are very outgoing and who just need other people so much to, well, we all need other people, but I believe maybe extroverts need them just a tad bit more, and I can't imagine how hard it must be for them, but it's hard for me too. Even though I'm introvert, I miss my friends so much, and I miss just doing things. I miss going to the movies, to concerts. I miss traveling so much. So much. But it's for the greater good, you know. We stay at home to protect not only ourselves, but to protect other people. So we keep doing this, and I believe we will do it as long as we need to. So yeah, not much has changed. I did go for the weekend. I did go home. I spent awesome time with my mom and my sister and Zuzia, my doggo. I think I like these butterflies like this. Okay, now I am going to maybe go around with a vintage photo. So we have such a lovely time. We didn't do much. We didn't even go for a walk because the weather was awful, but it was still so nice, and we just talked so much. I talked to my mom and to my sister a lot, but still we never ran out of conversation topics. Okay, so I really like this tag, and I think I would like to add, maybe to just keep in the theme of things, maybe a little bit of my gold leaf somewhere here, or maybe like this. I think so. I like it. So for now I'm just going to glue it. I haven't decided yet if I want to go over this with my sewing machine. Actually, you know, I love my sewing machine and I love adding stitching wherever I can, but I've noticed that for this project so far I haven't stitched anything, and I think it's a good challenge just not to stitch. And it's also good to, you know, show you that you really don't have to have the sewing machine, or you don't have to stitch to have beautiful things. So I'm glad I am able to change things up, and I'm still enjoying it. That's nice. I also want to make some more projects which are not using digital kits. Of course, right now I'm really enjoying working with this because this is my own kit. So I kind of, well, I want to use it, and I'm super happy with it, and I just want to use it. I have some sequins, and I'm thinking, would I want to add maybe I would. How does it open this way? So yes, I am enjoying it. I just love working with digital kits because for me, patterned paper and, you know, paper pads are so expensive, are so very, very expensive. So, and digital kits are very affordable when, you know, you can print them anytime you want and however many times you want. So I couldn't afford not working with digital kits and working only with like vintage items which are expensive, and I don't really have access to them, and also with patterned paper because it's just pretty expensive for me. So that's why I am using those digital kits a lot, and I love them, but I do want to challenge myself, and I do want to do some projects without digital kits. And just, you know, for all of you guys who may not have printers or access to print shops right now, so we can all make beautiful things, even if we don't all have the same supplies. Okay, so I am loving this. I really like how shiny those sequins are. So now I'm thinking, oops, let me cover the back. And what would I want to cover the back with? Maybe just a regular coffee paper. So I'm going to take a sheet of it. I have this. I think I'm going to go with this. This is like a French ruled paper. And I think it's going to be really nice. So let me go. I think I have to go with my wet glue because this is, well, let me try glue stick. This is a good glue stick, but it's also quite a glossy surface here on the tag. So I hope it will hold. Well, since I'm probably not going to stitch around, I could also use double-sided tape, I guess. Kind of forgot about it. And so it will give us a nice space for journaling on the back. Now I just have to be careful not to cut through my leaves here. Okay. Right. So this will be the tag, and the next we will make the tag pocket. So the bigger tag, or not bigger, wider, with a pocket. Okay, and now maybe a little butterfly here as well. Which one would we want? I love this very light blue one. So I'm going to go for this one. I'm going to cut him out quickly. I could have cut them out probably before, but I was just so anxious to start filming, you know. Not anxious, but I just couldn't wait. I really couldn't wait after such a long, well, it wasn't a long break, it was less than a week. But still, I've been posting a lot of videos lately, so it felt like a longer break than usual, and I just was so excited to go, you know, talk to you, craft with you, chat with you. And so I figured maybe you won't be too bored watching me fussy cut some of those butterflies. And I also wanted to show you the whole sheet of them, how they looked, and what you could choose from. Okay, so we have the butterfly, and maybe just a little bit of music paper as well. Let me ink it up. Okay, so yeah, just looking, I'm using different adhesives for different things, so sometimes I just get confused, but this is a thin vintage paper, that's why I'm using glue stick. And for this one, which I printed on lightweight matte photo paper cardstock, I can use my wet glue to hold him in place. Yeah, and I'm very tempted. I think I want to add just a couple of those leaves, so let me just take a little branch and glue it here. Yeah. Now I'm thinking I do want to add an eyelet sort of in the middle and maybe some kind of ribbon or something. Okay, I really like it. Just, you know, the tiny little decoration for the back when you flip the tag, and you have something beautiful on the back as well. And it took no time at all. Okay, I really like it. Right, so let me take my crocodile and I'm going to punch a hole kind of in the middle. I'm going to choose an eyelet, and I think this time I'm going to go with maybe just a regular eyelet, or do I want my flower eyelet for this? No, I think it would be too much, so I'm just going to go with this small simple eyelet for it. And what could we add to the to our haul? Okay, so I have a few new sari silks that I absolutely love, but I don't think they are going to match here, and these are from Perrin Yarns. I hope you can see this is where I get most of my sari silk, but I also have some of these. And how about the, yeah, I mean, it's perfect. It is perfect. So I am going to cut along a bit, and I'm going to make a little bow for the topper of my tag. Like this. I think we can trim those slightly. Okay, so here is our tag. I really like it. I really think it's cute. Okay, and now for the pocket. So for the pocket, I'm thinking I'm going to do the same thing or similar thing, you know, with collaging, and then I was thinking of making a vellum pocket so that behind the pocket you could still see like whatever we will have on the base here, and then of course you will be able to see the tag. Okay, so I think we could just use the same paper that we used to back this with, and I'm just looking here to see where I have it. Where did I put it? Oh, here it is. Okay, so I think I'm just going, oh no, it's too, is it too narrow? No, it's not. Okay. Oof. So I'm going to, and I think by now I've established I'm not going to stitch, so to make it quicker for myself I'm going to use double-sided tape for this one. Maybe just a little bit of glue for the top part where we have all the different like lines. Okay. Making sure it's stuck okay. Oops, sorry guys. So I took my 2020 junk journal to to my mom's, and I was able to do some journaling. I'm catching up. I'm already journaling in my new junk journal, which you would have seen the flip through of last week or like the week before, and I'm really enjoying it. But I'm also catching up on 2020. I have a lot of photos and just a lot of ephemera pieces that I want to add to my journal, and I'm adding them slowly, and I'm making very simple spreads, really. Nothing too fancy, because right now my goal is to catch up, to have those memories in there, to, you know, to be able to look back on them for years to come. I have to admit, I have not prioritized journaling last year, like in 2020, which I'm very bummed about, but I just got caught up in so many other things that self-care and journaling for me as a form of self-care just went to the back burner, I think is the saying. Well, it wasn't my priority, that's the gist of it. And I'm definitely looking to change it in 2021, because, well, it's important, and I think you can't get healthier and stronger if you don't prioritize self-care, which, you know, getting healthier and stronger is my goal for 2020. And yeah, like I said, I think in one of the previous videos, I chose the word of the year. I like to do it. It's sort of like a theme for the year. So my word of the year is nourish. And at first, you know, I was just thinking of nourishing my body in the way that I want to eat healthy, because I have a lot of stomach problems. I want to exercise. I want to just take care of my body to make it stronger. But then I was thinking about it and journaling about it, and it came to me that nourish for me has so much more meaning. It's also about nourishing my mind. It's nourishing my emotions, which I just want to come to terms with. You know, I'm quite an emotional person in a way that I experience things probably with too much emotion, but that's how I am, and I just want to accept it and kind of just make sure I don't get stressed too much and all that. So nourishing also means relationships. I want to nourish the important relationships in my life, because it's not kind of just for the sake of the relationship, it's the sake of myself, if that makes sense. You know, I like to be able to take care of myself, I have to take care of the relationships in my life, because I care about people that are in my life. So they are a huge part of my well-being from day to day. And in quarantine it was just so hard, because we couldn't see a lot of people on a daily basis like we used to, you know. But that's definitely something that I want to work with. I want to nourish the relationships. So there are a lot of levels to this word nourish for me. But all in all, I think what all of those meanings have in common is that it is about self-care. It is about me taking better care of myself. That's what I want to do. That's what I want to prioritize. Okay, I'm just looking for, where's my music paper? Yeah, here it is. I think I want one more piece of it, maybe. Okay. So I'm just, again, building my background, building my layers. And we will see where we go from there. This is such a fun part of collaging. I really like it. It doesn't, you don't have to think about it too much. You can just enjoy the creative process. You can just enjoy making something, you know, with your hands, and it's really nice. Okay, and a few labels. A few labels. So I have this one, which I could maybe add here, and then I would like something in this corner. Maybe this one. I just don't really like this pink here, but I could probably add it like that, and maybe maybe like this. Let me stick those. Oops. And then this one. And this one. I like it. I love how those labels, you can just add them to your collaging and they add this little touch of something. And I have a little bit of this pink left, but that's okay. It's just the tiniest bit. Alrighty, so that would be it. Now I'm thinking I want to treat it like a tag, like an actual tag, even though I'm going to make it into a pocket. So that's why I think I am going to add some focal points. Focal point to it. And maybe this time I could go with purple or pink. Oh, I like this one. And I just want to see, because we are going to have our tag here. Okay, I like it. I think I'm going to go with this one and maybe add some butterflies on this side. So, you know, I'm just going to glue it like that. I have a fun new idea for a new kit, actually. I really enjoy making those. I really enjoy working with all those different layers and textures, but on my computer. So it does not kind of replace my joy of creating with my hands with all of this. This is like my number one, but I really enjoy digital creations as well. I have this piece. Do I want to use it here somewhere? Maybe it's just another layer. Yeah, I think I do actually. It just came to me suddenly. So yeah, so I have this new idea, and I don't know, I haven't started yet, but in my mind this new kit is going to be a little bit more vintage and a little less colorful. So this will be for those of you guys who prefer more muted designs and colors and kits and papers. I love both, honestly. I love working with both, so I want to make both. But it's a really fun idea, and I've also started thinking about something for Easter. I think Easter is in April this year, but time flies, you know. Time just flies, and Before I know it, it's probably going to be Easter. Okay, which butterfly would I want? I'm thinking this one. It's nice and big, and it's a nice color. And the Easter kit, well, I don't have any, like I haven't started collecting images yet, but I have a feeling it's going to be pastel again, and it's just beautiful colors, because for some reason when I think of Easter I think of pastels and colors. Okay, and which one would I want as well here? I think I want something small, maybe this light blue one. Okay, and as you can see, I'm fussy cutting them with my huge scissors. But that's the way it's. Sometimes when I'm fussy cutting, I need my small Tim Holtz scissors. But sometimes I'm just going with my big ones, and it's kind of comfortable because I don't have to move them a lot because they are so huge, and like, yeah, they are cutting kind of for a long time. And I'm also not trying to be perfect here with those butterflies. As I said, I think on many occasions I rarely am trying to be perfect with my fussy cutting. Sometimes I do. I don't know, I just enjoy fussy cutting. I just enjoy cutting out beautiful images. It relaxes me. It's something I like to do when I'm watching Netflix. So sometimes I will attempt to make the more perfect, with less border, with less mistakes, sort of, but on a regular basis I'm just using them, you know. Okay. And like this. So now let me position them. I think I would like this one maybe here, maybe something like this, or like this. Something like this. Okay, and let me just glue them down. Oh yeah, I dislike using glue stick with irregular shapes like this because I get glue everywhere. Okay, I'm going to have to use my wet glue for this. And I'm wondering if I want to add a topper on this tag or just leave it the way it is. What am I doing? Yeah, this one. Because I think it would be too much, because we already have a topper on the tag that's going to go into the pocket. Okay, so now let me quickly ink around my edges here, and we will add our pocket. Okay, so I will just grab a sheet of vellum or tracing paper. You can also use tracing paper. Let me just take a sip of water here. I like how it's going to look maybe this way, because you know, you will still see the butterfly, it will just be a little bit more muted. So I'm going to take a pencil. I'm going to kind of mark where I want to trim it, and I'm going to use a border punch as per usual on the edge here, so I'm going to make it a little bit taller than I want the actual pocket to be. Okay, now here is my paper cutter. So I think this little tag in a tag is going to be the only project today, because I think we are we nearing an hour? I think we are. So we will do some more tomorrow. It's not going to be a huge journal, it's not going to be a very thick one, so we won't probably be making like as much ephemera as we would for a regular sized journal, but I still want to add something to this journal, you know. something. Okay. Oh, and I just rounded, you probably saw that I just rounded the corners here, and actually, do I want to round the corners or maybe not? I like it this way. So I'm inking this up, which is what I like to do when I make vellum pockets, because it makes them stand out a little bit. So even if your pocket will not be covering anything, you will still kind of see it's there. Lovely. And for this, I think I'm going to use a very thin double-sided tape to glue it down. I think I've said that in some of my previous videos, but I like using double-sided tape with my vellum. I used to use wet glue, but wet glue, just you can see it through, which I don't like, and glue stick, I just... no, no, I don't think it would hold very well, especially that I need very thin lines to be glued here for it to be a functional pocket. Oh, I didn't check. Is this going to be enough? Yeah, it is. Okay, so do check if your pocket is going to be wide enough for your tag. Okay, and you can now see the double-sided tape a little bit, but when you stick the piece of vellum onto some kind of pattern, you can see that it pretty much disappears. It's not visible, which, you know, which I really like. So I'm going to stick my tag. Oh, come on. I think, am I? Okay, I think I'm just going, oh, this one. Okay, this way. So we have our tag, which is a pocket, and a tag, which is a tag. And now for the back, do I have enough of this? I don't think so, no. So I'm going to use maybe, or I could use just a piece of a journaling page from the kit. So this, I think this is one of my favorites because of the colors. So I am just going to stick it straight onto this paper and have it on the back of my tag, which, you know, so both the pocket and the actual tag will have journaling space, which I think is really nice. Okay, just making sure my double-sided tape is stuck well. And if I have some pieces that are sticking out, I'm just folding them up like this to make sure it's not sticky on the back anywhere. I love double-sided tape. I don't know why, but I just love using double-sided tape. When I took my journal to my mom's and I was trying to make some spreads and glue some photos and stuff like that, and I forgot double-sided tape and she didn't have any. And I was just, oh my goodness, I was trying to go with wet glue and glue stick, but I hated it. To be honest, I hated it. For photos, for anything that's thick, I like to use double-sided tape. And also wet glue is, you know, it's wet. It's going to warp your page if you add too much or if your page is too thin. And of course in my junk journal I have all sorts of papers, not just thick cardstock, but just regular thin paper. So my pages warped quite a lot, and then I just gave up and I didn't do all the spreads that I wanted just because I was missing my double-sided tape so much. Okay, yeah, I really like it. I think it looks pretty. I can add some inking. And I don't know if I want to add some decoration here as well, maybe just a little butterfly. So again, these butterflies are available for you in the description box. You just need to click the link in the description box and it will take you to this image, to the whole page. I think I like this one. And then the only thing you need to do is download this image to your computer, save it on your computer, and you're good to go. You can print it and you can reprint it, you know, as many times as you need. And I think I am going to be using it on a lot of my projects because, yeah, like I said, I just enjoy the colors of those butterflies, and I think they would go well with a lot of things that I do, not just the Blissful Birds. And of course the link to the kit that we are using today, the Blissful Birds, is also in the description box. And yeah, it's on sale right now, as are all of my kits. I still don't have a lot of them, you know, in my shop, but I'm getting there. I am slowly but surely, I think I want a little bit of this, slowly but surely building my my collection of digitals in my Etsy shop. So there will be more, definitely, and I think I will add one more, and then I will make some fun coupon codes. So I don't know, if you buy 3 you get 1 for free or something like that. I haven't figured it out yet, but I just thought I want a little bit more to offer in my shop to give you the discount codes, but there will be some, definitely, and soon. So even if the kits will not be on sale, you will still have the possibility to save some money with some coupon codes. Okay, I like it. I really like it. Just a simple decoration. Okay guys, so I think we are done. I don't think I am going to be adding anything to here because it's going to probably interfere with the tag here, you know, but we have this. So just a couple of tags, one of them a pocket, one of them an actual tag, both with journaling space, and you can add it in here. It's a bit of a tight fit, but it fits. And then yeah, here is our project, another trash to treasure project. I am so happy with recycling. I've been thinking about recycling a lot lately and trying to incorporate it more and more in my life. So the fact that I can incorporate it in my crafting, in my creative work is just amazing. So I hope you are enjoying this with me, and yeah, I'm wishing you a wonderful Monday, and I will speak to you very, very soon, which will probably be tomorrow. So take care, guys, and yeah, bye.